I am going live today and I'm going to be planning or getting started with my October setup in my bullet journal. I'm using the Spice Kit from Sadie's Stickers, and today I am planning on working on just my cover page and possibly my important dates page. I'm going to see how long it takes. This is my first time doing this, and what I want to do is start a series for my October setup in which I go through each of the pages. Let's actually take a quick flip back to September so that what I'm saying makes a little bit more sense. Let's scoot this out of the way. So for my bullet journal setups, I do a cover page, which includes the calendar and opening for the month, an important dates page, which for September actually made it as a pocket. I think I'm just going to do like a simple list for October. And then I have my movies and TV, as well as my playlist for the month, social media tracker, an order tracker. And then I also do a self-care bingo page as well as a highlights page. So that is my standard setup for the month. And then for October, I'm actually going to be adding in some weekly spreads as well. So that is what I'm planning on working on for this series. For my October bullet journal series, it's going to be going through those pages, and I'm going to break those up into separate videos so that it's easier, hopefully easier to watch, and then also easier to find what it is you're looking for, which video you're interested in, which part of this spread you want to watch, and then also easier for me to film. So I think that's going to be the best way to approach this. So first things first, I want to get started on my cover page, and I'm going to grab my highlighters. And hi everyone, thank you for joining me. You can see people coming in. I hope everyone is having a good day. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm staying in frame here with all of my left-handedness as I turn this page. So the first thing I want to do is just draw out my calendar for October. I feel like my best friend in my bullet journal is my pencil because I am constantly reaching for this when I am doing anything in my bullet journal. It always helps to just like get an idea of what you're doing first. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, that's gonna give me my 7 days across. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. All right, so that's my outline for my calendar, and that lets me know how far across to draw with everything that I'm doing. So I'm going to do 2 rows with my highlighter here, and I'm going to alternate my colors. The other thing I found, I think, I can't remember which month I did it, where instead of using 2 colors for my highlighter, I ended up using 3, and I didn't leave any white space, and I found I did not like that. It was like an immediate no. And so you'll see a lot of the times I'll color in a space and then leave white in between when I'm making my little what do you call those, like the sections that I do with my highlighter, I guess. Okay, colorful white, then brown. Right, there's my white row, brown row, white row. The other pink row is here. Went a little long on that one. Why does this, it feels short, but I could be wrong. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Now that I have that, I'm gonna get rid of those pencil marks. I have my tripod sitting on top of my desk. I'm gonna try to be gentle as I erase this because I just realized I was shaking the desk and shaking the tripod. Oops, my bad. That little vacuum thing is not working that great. Or I didn't do it long enough. But actually, I really love that little vacuum thing. One of my favorite things that I've bought. It's so good for getting stuff up. Okay. Now we've got that drawn out. I'm going to go ahead and add in days of the week. So we're just going to get this calendar. It's got a Sunday start. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think that S is upside down, but I also kind of think I like it that way. Okay. I'm gonna go with a fancy font for that S. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then for my sections, I go 3 dots across, and then I'm just lining these up on that middle dot in the center. Thursday, Friday. And that's been working for me for the notebook that I'm currently in. The interesting thing, because I've been getting questions from people asking me about this notebook. This is the this notebook is from Pression, and I got it before the shop closed. Although I've been seeing some things Thursday, Friday. I thought this looked short. I'm short by a whole box. Hold on a second. I still need Saturday. Let's add this in and try to make that look like it fits. I figured that would happen when I tried to do this live. Been doing this for months and not miscounting my days, and I figures that once I go live, I knew I would make mistakes, and that's fine. Let's just add in that extra section so that we can put Saturday on here as well. And oh goodness, what was I just talking about? Therein is the other issue with me. Let's see. Oh, I've been getting questions about this notebook. I got it from Pression before the shop closed. Although I've been seeing Kane posting some stuff, I don't know what's going on with Pression right now. But one of the things I've noticed, because I'm going to be switching to an Archer and Olive journal for next year, and I feel like the dots are a little bit closer together, and you have more of the dot grids on an Archer and Olive journal than in my Pression journal. So I know my spacing is going to change a little bit next year, and that'll be interesting to figure that whole thing out. But we shall get there. Now I've got this drawn out. I want to go in with the date dots and put those down. So here we go. This is the days and dates page. I was just watching the latest plan with me from Illustrious Plans, who's one of the owners of Paper Trail Plans. And she was chatting about where she's at with like figuring out what she wants to do with like memory planning or shifting into bullet journaling. And I'm really excited to see what she continues to do with bullet journaling. She actually just recently posted a bullet journal spread for September. I feel like that was like the first one that I saw from her, and I loved it so much. I think there are a lot more people who are getting into bullet journaling, and I know for myself, bullet journaling has been just strongly appealing for me because I'm able to do this setup at usually at the end of the month, for the upcoming month. And then once I have it all set up, it's completely, what am I doing? I just start talking and putting down stickers, and I'm like, October doesn't start on a Sunday. You're just laying down numbers. Okay. I apologize, guys. Give me a second. I am nervous. I'm not even gonna lie. I am super nervous. It is so difficult to do things live. And I need to just take a breather. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. I posted a video a couple days ago, and that I'm kind of like feel like I'm just getting back into the groove with my YouTube, and clearly though, not doing that great a job. Was literally just like completely numbered this all together wrong. And if this were edited, I could just edit it out, and then no one would see all the millions of mistakes that I make all the time. But what I've learned about myself is that doing it live is better, because when I am live, it's guaranteed to get posted. I have videos that I've filmed and then they never got edited because the editing part takes a long time. And I don't always have time to sit down and edit the videos. So I am at the point now where I've had to learn how to make YouTube and journaling and all of this fit into my life better. And that has been the awesome thing that I really fell in love with this year when it came to my bullet journal. It's kind of an unexpected change for me, because when I started the year, I had a totally different planner stack. I was still using a B6. I was using this bullet journal, but it wasn't like the only thing I was using. And so now to see where I'm at and to know that like for next year, I am also so excited about, because having now done this for going on 10 months, because it's about to be October, I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it and know what I want from it, how I like to use it. And I think that's the thing where this has just been such a big learning experience for me this year. And I really do hope that this video is helpful. It's definitely something I've been getting requests from people wanting to see more of my journaling content, and I've been making like reels and TikToks showing little clips of how I put things together. But I feel like now what I was excited about and why I wanted to get on a live on YouTube was I feel like I have a better grasp of what I want to do with my bullet journal, and I was like, okay, I feel like now I can like share and I can answer people's questions, because people ask you guys ask some really great questions on YouTube, but it gets in depth, and then it's like, okay, well, why'd you do this, and why did you put that there, and what's going on with this? And I'm like, I don't know. I was just trying something. I just put a sticker down because I have no idea what I'm doing. This is all new for me. Is what I really like. Half the time is what I'm thinking. I'm just like, beats me. But now I feel like I've got a better grasp on why I'm doing things. Okay, got all of the numbers down. Now I want to outline this, because that makes it all come together and look really neat. So pulled out some washi stickers, and I definitely think I want to use these leaves because I love that whole autumn vibe of that. Oh God, that looks so good. Okay, do I want to go across the bottom first or on the sides? I don't think it'll necessarily matter. So line bottom and the top. These are my little fancy scissors from the 2023 Advent from Sadie Stickers, but she just released the pre-sale for the 2024 Advent. I cannot wait to get my Advent. I always love getting that every year. This lined up right next to that line. And what I'm wanting to do is cover up like the edge and like the sides of where the highlighter stops. I feel like in doing that, it makes the whole thing just look a little bit neater visually. And that's why I really enjoy outlining the little tables that I add to my journal with foil. I just feel like it pulls it all together. It makes it look so much more cohesive. All right. And just checking to make sure I'm in frame here. Let's come down just a bit. I'm going to save these sticker pieces. They come in handy more often than not. As I continue working, I find that having these shorter pieces sometimes it's like all the length I need, and I can pull them in other spaces. So I always try to put those right back on my sticker sheets. Right. Oh, that is so cute. Awesome. So for my cover page, I always tend to start right with the calendar. It's kind of the main focal point, and it's the point of what's happening on this page. And then I sort of decorate around it. Once I get that done now, I want to move down to the bottom and add in my bottom washi and just sort of frame out the rest of this. And I want to try to do my best to describe what my thought process is and how I'm approaching this, because one of the things that I've been hearing from a lot of people in their consideration of bullet journaling is the intimidation of having just this very blank page to deal with, which I completely understand. It's very intimidating, it's very difficult, and it's so different, especially when you're coming from using a planner where you're used to having columns and sections and things sectioned out for you on the page already, to then shift to this very blank grid page. That can be very daunting. And so what I have found is that essentially what I am tend to do with my my pages is I'm gonna have something that's like a, hold on a sec, can we cut this and then continue my thought. I want to have like whatever the focal point is on the page. I'm going to have some sort of background, and then layer in like the foil elements and deco elements. And I feel like that's kind of my strategy with the way I approach all the pages. It helps break them down into sections, and then it feels less overwhelming. And so I always feel like when you're first getting started with bullet journaling, the first question you have to ask yourself is, what am I using this page for? Because once you figure out what your focus is and what your focal point is, then everything else around it just comes into place a lot easier. So like this, now I need to decide also what kind of deco element I want happening on this page. There's so many cute stickers in here. Also really in love with these edges. Okay, got some choices we need to make here. I like this one a lot. Here, or do I want it coming up? Nope, I kind of want it up here. is really cute. And then I need something that's going to give me more of like a scene happening down here. Ooh, so many good options. I kind of really like this one. I feel like she did a really good job in like having a lot of things on the page, but I feel like for me, I could have been okay with a little bit less on the page and a little bit bigger scale with some of the scenes. I hope that doesn't sound like I'm like being too nitpicky or complaining, because I'm definitely not complaining. This is such a stunning kit. I want to put that down, and as I'm getting an idea of like what I want there, and then thinking about, okay, what could go behind it, and add in a little bit more visual interest. And again, that's just my personal style and preference. It's not like a requirement. You can be as simple or as layered as you want to be. And like when I say simple, I don't mean like, oh, that's just simple. It's not like it's just, it doesn't have to be this, like, you don't have to layer tons of stickers. That's my personality, but that there's like no wrong way to do this when it comes to decorating your planner. Some people prefer a more clean, minimalistic style, and that looks stunning in a journal just as much as having something that is heavily layered. So definitely go with whatever works for your personality and what's going to make you the happiest. We go. Like that. I am doing my best to not push this sticker all the way down, because I want it placed, but I don't want it pressed down yet, because I don't want to layer under it. And so trying to be mindful of that. Definitely coming off the edge here. I want to add some more color here. And I think I'm also going to add a quote there. So I want to bring in some color. Let's bring that down, because I don't want it to cover up the number 27 in the calendar. I don't care if it covers the corner of the leaves. That works. Okay, but definitely want some more color coming this way. So bring in another one of these swatches. These are the alcohol ink swatches from Paper Trail Plans. This is in the color Strawberry. The colors in this kit are so bold and beautiful. Oh, I'm just absolutely in love with this. And it's such a different color palette. I started realizing as I started pulling things out, this particular shade of like that deep berry, so different than anything I've put in my planner so far this year, and I'm in love. This is my bone folder. I'm using that to press down these alcohol ink swatches because it ensures that I don't have any air bubbles or anything like that underneath them. And one of my favorite little tricks to use with my alcohol ink swatches, just because it gets it down on the page really well. Also enjoy layering them on top of each other. And the color that comes from that. So good. Okay. Like that. I think I'm happy with that. And I know I have some quote stickers that I just picked up. Ooh, I also really like that. Okay, we gotta layer in some foil here. This could definitely use some foil. I got these quote stickers from Sadie Stickers. Kind of like this type font. Kind of like these. Oh, I like this one a lot. The scale on this one is like what I really am loving about this. I like the size. And then that quote is cute. Little by little, day by day, what is meant for you will find its way. I like that. That is from the Academia foiled quotes from Paper Trail Plans. Oh yeah, see, and this sits in this space really nicely. Okay. Use the grid lines and line this up. I am notoriously bad for putting quotes down crooked, which is always funny to me because I'm like, dude, it's on a grid. Use the grid. Okay, I want to leave this corner up because I think I might put something underneath that corner on that side. Something a little decorative. Also, this could be cute over here. Let's see. I love that little grid. I love that little detail. Okay. When I'm planning, I always try to stay organized. I try to like keep the colorful stickers on this side, all the foiled stuff on one side of me. I try to separate things out to make it easier because everything gets jumbled up really quickly and easily when I'm planning, and then I start not being able to find what I'm looking for. But this is so cute. I love these pumpkins. Will that come off the page? I love the pumpkin. Where do we put it? It is kind of cute there too, actually. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that pumpkin because I don't know exactly where I want to put it, but I do really like that pumpkin. All right. I just realized as I was pulling out my stuff, I have other stickers that I totally forgot that are also part of this kit that I did not pull out. Oh, okay. Awesome. Do I want here in this space? And also I definitely want to bring in some of this orange. This is so interesting. This is washi paper. And I have never used an alcohol ink swatch on washi paper before. That is so different. Interesting. That goes down on the page so different than transparent matte paper. It's a bit more opaque. I'm assuming it's not as opaque as premium matte paper would be. I'm on the fence on how I feel about that. Very interesting. What? The pumpkin? The little squirrel is cute too. Or this bowl of strawberries. Oh, that's cute. How do I feel about the pumpkin? Oh, that I'm in love. Okay. Yeah, I should have known. I really love pumpkins. Every time we get to October, there's always going to be a pumpkin theme in my planner. I am a huge fan. I have some other foiled pumpkin stickers. These have been in my collection for quite some time. I feel like liking that. those foil stickers back. I didn't use any of this, and I really want this on the page. These are so cool. This feels just so vintage and really cool. Oh, I didn't realize there's like fruit in here. Huh. Oh, apple journal scraps. If I'd read, I'd have known. Alrighty. Let's bring in some of the grid on this side too. A little bit, just like I have on the other side. Have this little piece. So I think that'll add a little bit of cohesiveness. Bring that element into the page some more. Loving that. All right, let's get rid of this. I love placing things right on the edge and then just cutting off where it hangs over. A lot of times I feel like it just sort of puts the image kind of into the page more. I don't know how to properly describe that, but I feel like sometimes when things are like centered perfectly with larger scenes and stuff, especially, or even larger florals, when they're off the edge and then cut into the page, then it feels like it sits inside of the page rather than sitting on top of it. I don't know if that explanation is going to make a lick of sense to anybody, but in my head, it does make sense. I definitely want to bring some more foil down here, finish off this section, and I think I also kind of want to bring some florals coming across the bottom of it. Let's see. These are all just so gorgeous. Whoa. This is such a beautiful kit. Love that. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think that's what it feels like is missing from that. Like I needed to go up to, yeah, that's what I wanted. But I think I want to lay down whatever foil I'm gonna put under there. I'm gonna put that down first, and then I'm gonna come back to this. So have this sit here for a second, and let's figure out what I'm placing there. This is the Sadie Stickers Fall Sampler. This was from her 2022 advent. I was like, I've had this in my collection a long time. It's the first thought I was thinking. But I like this because it's got little leaves on it, and it's just little dots and leaves. And this feels like it fits the whole autumn vibe of what I'm going for here really well. Whenever I'm doing things and I know I'm going to cut it off of the edge on this side where it ends on the page, a lot of times I'll cut the first edge that's going down on the page, just because I like, if one's gonna have a blunt end, I like them both to have blunt ends instead of one having a blunt end and the other being the finished rounded end. But that was just a personal preference. That's like not a requirement at all for happy sticker planning. It was just one of my many quirks. That pressed down really well. As my journal has gotten thicker, I am definitely, oh wait, I'm not even in frame. Okay, sorry, let's scoot this up so we can see what I'm doing down here. Sorry guys. Okay, just put that sticker down. So we've got that foil there. And where'd my other sticker go? I want to bring this down across the bottom, and I absolutely want this to dip down below the bottom. I think I can probably cut it now. So we're just gonna go full flat edge right to the bottom. Hope I cut that sort of straight. Really wanted that coming up over that wood grain. I love that so much. Okay, so we've got the bottom washi section done, added in our quote, some really cute scene with the door and the pumpkin and the flowers, alcohol ink swatches. Now I just need to go ahead and put October at the top and then decorate around that. And then we will have finished our cover page. And that is coming together really well. Okay, where's my October script? These are the large month scripts from Paper Trail Plants. And using this in gold foil. Let's get an idea of where I want this placed. It's centered over the month because of the length of the word. That actually looks good there. Could come off to the side, which I tend to enjoy doing also. Or we could go this side. I don't like that as much. I like it here or here. So even there. I like there, there, or there. All right, so now that I've got an idea of placement, let's start adding in some of the deco that's going to go around it, and that'll help me finalize my thought on placement. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on the fence about how I feel about that washi. That is so, it's so weird to me. I'm not ready for the change. And that's funny because it's like, you know, there's always something changing in the planner community about the different types of stickers we're using. And I feel like I tend to be somebody who like, I tend to embrace new stickers and new themes and new things that are happening in the community, or at least I think that about myself. I could be wrong. But yeah, that one, I am not ready for that yet. I've not been really that into the washi paper though. And I feel very much like I'm alone in that feeling, because I see how popular it is and I get why it's popular. It is super cool. And I feel like, particular for the fact that like, because it's washi paper, you can tear it really easy. And so if you're going for that torn paper look and you're wanting to bring that type of stuff in, to me, that's where the washi paper makes the utmost sense. But I absolutely don't get it for like deco like this, because if I have something like this and I'm putting it on the page, I don't want to tear this. So if it's made out of washi paper, I don't see the point of why it needs to be on washi paper rather than having it on premium matte paper. And I feel bad for saying that because like it's this cool new thing that's like trending and happening in the planner community, but I don't get it. I don't get the appeal of a lot of the whole washi paper thing, and I'm just like, I very much often feel like the odd man out because I feel like it is this cool new thing that everybody's been loving except me, and I'm just like, nah, I don't get it. Okay, this might be one of my favorite stickers in the whole thing. I think I might go ahead and put that there. The white outline right under here is what's nagging at me a little bit. But I think if I lift this just a tiny bit and just tuck it under this foil, I think I can stop that from bothering me. Cause it's just, I don't like the white line. Either that or I'm gonna cut it off. One of the two is gonna happen. What's it under there? It curves. I think the sticker curves a little bit. I think something's off here. What's happening? There we go. Nope, I'm still seeing that white line. Oh, I think it's the angle that I'm at because I'm trying to have my journal angled so you guys can see, and it makes it a little harder for me to see. Because I don't think that's straight. Anywho, okay, I think I like that. Now let's get some flowers coming out this way. I can put my October here. That actually pushed my October over a little bit. I think it'll be fine. It's not going to be centered the way I thought I was going to do it over this because I've put this here. But I still think it's going to look good on the placement of the word. So I'm going to like it layered over the little pillows. Oh, no, I can still center it and come over the pillows. I want it to look like her hands are holding the little October and the pillows and the bear. So cute. Okay, let's finish adding my flowers. That's a good shape. Coming that way. I like the shape of those leaves because they kind of flow up like that. That worked out perfect. I definitely feel like that could use a foiled pumpkin. We come angle that just a bit more. Set a full pumpkin there or there. Do we lose the bear, the pumpkin behind the bear? Can we tell it's a pumpkin if it's that close to the bear? Ugh, I want it here, but then I can't feel like, I don't think you can tell that it's a pumpkin. Because I think the bear is covering too much of it. And the leaves here. Darn it. Okay, then we put it here. Because I don't want it to look like a pumpkin. But I really wanted it closer to the bear. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. Right. Let's set to the October down. Line it up straight. Use your dots. Of course, I drop it. It's not straight. I'm the worst with dropping stickers onto my planner. I drop them all the time. I love that. Oh, so cute. Okay, I want to bring some flowers kind of coming down over here. Oh, Lisa in Planners Land said, hey, Shantae. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining me on this live. I hope you guys are enjoying this and that this is helpful. It is so weird being on a live and talking to yourself. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Okay. I love that she did this thing where she's the combination of the florals with the pumpkins. Absolutely love it. However, here's the situation I'm in right now because I'm a person who has a tendency to flip the orientation of my florals when I'm going like framing around the page. I'll sometimes flip them on their side and have them coming and poking out from the sides of the page. And then often at times I'll flip them upside down and have them coming down from the top of the page, which feels odd to have an upside down pumpkin. Like the florals here, totally great. And I'd love to, like, because of the way that those branches are going out, like it would be perfect to have it coming down, angled downward on the page, but then the pumpkin's upside down. Huh. Oh, this is a good one. This one just has flower, no pumpkin. I gotta find some non-pumpkin florals in this kit, if there are any, and I don't think there are, because this is a very, very pumpkin-y kit. Oh. Yeah, and see, because even these edges, these are so fantastic for doing that, but then I've got my pumpkin upside down. Huh. Okay. What do I do? Oh, Lisa said, I'm enjoying this so much, and you're not talking to yourself, you're talking to us. Thank you. Thank you. This is incredibly helpful. You have no idea because it is weird to sit in a room and like talk to yourself on a live, especially when you haven't done YouTube in a while, which I have. It has been a minute. Um, it's amazing how rusty and out of practice you can get at YouTube so quickly. So quickly. I mean, because it hasn't been a full year. It's been months. It's been some months. I think my last video prior to the one that I just put up like 2 days ago was probably in like March, April. It's been quite some time since I've posted on YouTube, and whew, I feel out of practice for sure. I also feel very stumped by my flower situation. Um, and I don't want to blame Alicia directly, but I'm blaming Alicia directly for making these flowers that are so stinking cute. And then covering them with pumpkins, which I'm obsessed with, which was what made me want this kit in the first place. And then I sat down and I'm looking at the logistics of it, and I'm like, huh, okay, what do I do with that? I'm just going to have to go about this a different way. I can't flip it the way I normally would, and I just have to let that idea go and just have to sit something up there upright instead of flipped upside down. And I do have, this one has the smallest of them. So if I use one of these, I can probably sit it up in that top corner and have it sit upright without it being odd. Let's find out. So, yeah, so I can sit this in that corner. Do I want it longer than that? So I want something that kind of cuts across here, I think. Or do I want something really long and go all the way across both pages, which I might really enjoy, because in that, I love when I split stickers down the middle and have them going across the page, pulls the two pages together, and it always looks really nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to hold off on this thought, because that is what I think I want to do. And so I will probably wait to put anything here until after I finish this page, and then I can connect the two. And also might do something even it'll be either in this space or in this space here, where I have a sticker that goes across the page. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Like what I did here, I literally just cut this flower in half. One half is on this page, one half is on that page. I always feel like it helps pull the two pages together. I love doing that. Very, very simple, but it pulls everything together nicely. So far so good. I want a little something happening around here. Do I have I need some sort of fall themed deco that is foiled. And I'm not sure what it is I want. It's going to come to me. Ooh, I haven't used those either. Those are so cute. All right, I think I'm gonna move on to my important dates page, and then I can come back to like adding little details here just to finish this off. Because I definitely feel like this needs something at the top here, and I'm not sure what it is yet. So let's move on to what I know I want to do, and then come back to figuring out what has not been done yet. Okay. Oh, I'm missing some comments. QB Project said, "Hi Shantae, I'm late." Hello, thank you for joining. It's okay. This will be saved, so if you missed it, you can come back. Variety mix from the sticker that you liked. I'm not sure what that means, from the sticker that I liked. Old School Ghoul said, "Hi Shantae, just popped on and everything is gorgeous." Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that so much. I'm so glad you guys like it. I love these colors. This is, oh, it's so exciting. Really pretty. Okay, so moving into our important dates page. Let's lift up my tape here. I'm going to pull in the same washi tape. Since I know I'm using this across the bottom, I'll go ahead and start by pulling in my bottom washi. And can I put that down straight? I'm trying to get close to the middle, but I don't want to be right on that spine, and that is like the trickiest part of being in a notebook. It's different from what I'm used to in my planner, because I was in a rings planner earlier, or even with the coil planners that I used to use. I never got too close to the binding with coil planners. That wasn't even something I ever thought about. But being in this notebook, is something that I've had to learn, because if you get too close, then it just gets bent and becomes an issue. But if you don't get close enough, then it looks weird, because you don't want that gap, that obvious gap, as a whole thing. Yeah, like that obvious gap, that is too far. Too far. I can come closer. Ugh. And it's even more difficult because I'm trying to stay in frame, which I am not. I'm sorry, guys. I was so focused in on this washi tape, I didn't realize I was out of frame. Oh wait, is that better? Okay. Let's try this one more time. See if I can get in just close enough where I don't have that weird gap, but not so close that it's just getting bent and then it lifts. I think we're doing it. I think we're doing it. Yay, we did it. Okay. There we go. Nice clean edge to my washi. Let's bring in the foiled leaf washi. So we just want to make sure this matches the other side. Just like I did with the first one, cut that so it has a blunt end, since they will both have blunt ends. Get that down. Thank God for tweezers, because then my fingers don't get in the way of what I'm trying to place down. Perfect. Why does that not feel straight? All right, that is looking good. We've got our matching bases. We got our bottom washi going across both sides. And now I want to get started in making my little table. And for this, we've got to count out our 2 rows, because I'm going to make 2 columns, and it's going to go down 16 spaces because there's 31 days in the month. If there were 30, I would go down 15 spaces. So one side will have an extra one at the bottom and the other side of it'll be blank. let's go back. I want to say to June, I think it was the first time I did this. Essentially, I'm going to create just a table like this using my highlighters, and I just want to create my area where I'll write out the important dates for the month. So that's what is happening here. And in fact, let's go back to June one more time and let's count out my sections. That way it'll make my life easier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 across. And so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 down. All right. I don't want to go in. Yeah, actually, no, that'll be fine. I'd rather go further this way and leave a little bit more space in here. So as I'm writing, I have room because I'm left-handed. So it'll be easier for me to write with a little bit more space on this side than if I had shifted this over one and had it a little bit further in, which I think I might prefer visually. But just from a handwriting perspective, giving me a little more space on this side and a little less on this side is going to help me out. Okay. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 17. Awesome. Okay. And now for the fun part. We grab the highlighters. Actually, I should have counted over where we stop. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 7. So we stop here and there. Do I want to bring this down a little bit? Give myself more room at the top, and then, or I guess I could split my title, because what I did that first month, I just wrote out important dates using stickers, and I ordered a sheet of stickers because I have, from all of my paper trail plans, I have like all of the ones, like the headers that I use all the time, movies and playlists and order tracker. And I know I ordered one that said this month in gold. I have no idea what happened to it. But I've been liking it saying this month because it's shorter and quicker and easier to use than the word important dates. So I could do this up here and then month down at the bottom and then decorate around that. Or I could do this month at the top and shift this down a bit. Okay, sorry. Let's check this out. Letters to Apollo said, "Oh, I love getting surprised by lives." Hey, Jess. I'm so glad you're here. Sabrina Rose said, "Oh, did you say where that washi tape is from? It's such a good base." Oh, Michael's. This is just that regular Recollections brand, Michael's brand washi tape. It comes in a pack with this wood grain and then another wood grain one that's a lighter version. And yeah, this is just from regular old Michael's. But it's such a good base and such a good like basic washi tape. And I love this. I feel like between these two, I have the wood grain and I have this gold grid. I think the last time I used this one was in March. Which I love it because it's such a good like neutral, and you can layer florals and stuff over it, and it looks really pretty. I really love the gold grid, and because I've got gold foil, I know as I keep going through this spread, I'm gonna be pulling in the gold grid. But I love the wood grain. I love the way these colors pop off of that brown, and it felt perfect for like giving me that very, very fall vibe. Actually, no. Making my choice here. I feel like I want to pull this down a little bit. I could be wrong. Okay, just do it where it's at, Shante. Making my life more complicated. No, I'm not wrong. I want it to come down just a little bit. Okay. Come down. 1, 2. 3 spaces, which brings this down to 3 spaces. I'm fine with that. Okay, so let's start here. I feel like this is such a weird thing to love, but I love it so much. Like as I'm drawing the lines, in the center where they overlap, don't know why that just it thrills me. I love the look of like that layered look of the highlighters on top of each other. Color pink. It is in moments like that that I'm reminded I'm very easy to please. I'm a very simple person. It does not take much to make me happy. Especially when you start talking about stationery stuff, and planners and stickers. It's like all of it makes me happy. Let's stop here just for a quick second. Come in with the other color. And then also just double check myself because I feel like I am very easily make mistakes, and this feels like really long to me for some reason. I could be wrong. I mean, obviously I counted out at the beginning, but then again, I thought I counted properly when I was working on that one, so I don't have a problem double checking myself. I had someone ask me once on TikTok, she's asking how I draw my lines so straight when I'm using my highlighters. The first thing I did was I laughed because I was like, they're not straight. That's why I outline everything in foil because they're not straight. And then I was like, oh, I have to like try to give her a good answer because I always try to be helpful, even if I know I'm not doing this in a way that's like being done properly and well and all that jazz. Wait, don't go in with well. Yeah, I want you to count. That's what you're supposed to be doing. I am always endeavoring to be helpful. That is always the goal. Let's see. Let's grab some date dots. Here we go. I have a full set in gold right there. And that way I will know if my count is off, because I would prefer that it not be. I want to go like right outside or right inside. What did I do in June? No, I went right inside. It was fine. Okay, got plenty of room. Let's come in here. I love these date dots. These are from Paper Trail Plans, and I think this is the academic font. A second. Sorry, let me catch up on comments here. Letters to Apollo said Michaels and Daiso always have great washi tapes. Oh, agreed. And Letters to Apollo said, how's the kitty doing? They're doing so good, spoiled as ever. And I'm actually surprised that my girl cat is not in here meowing. She has a tendency whenever I get on a live, she's like um perfect timing for typically coming in, interrupting my lives and like begging for treats. And it's so funny. The last time I was on a live was with Danny and Cassie on Instagram. And thankfully, at the time that my cat came in begging for treats, it was like at a point where like Danny was like in the middle of like on a roll of like speaking and like commenting on something, and I was like, oh thank God. um Let me run really quickly, grab this cat a treat, and try to get back before Danny finishes talking. And I was able to do that in that live without having to like interrupt or excuse myself. um that was a great moment. Yeah, see, I'm doing good on. I was not wrong. 13 and then 14, and then I just need one more. No, two more, because I got to go down to 16 on this side because we got 31 days. 14, 15, 16. We are doing good. Okay, I did not get off. I felt like I was drawing too many lines and it made me nervous, so I wanted to just like stop and double check that with my numbers, because I would have been sad if I had drawn too many. Okay, now 15. So we're gonna add in all of our date dots here, and then we're going to outline this with foil. Okay, just checking my monitor to make sure I'm still in frame. But during that live, one of the things that we were talking about was planners and planner sizes. And I actually got a comment from someone recently who was asking if I had shared like what my planner journey had been, and going from an A5 wide to a B6, then now to a bullet journal. And I feel like I know I've talked about it in previous YouTube videos, but I don't know that I'd ever made like a video that was just like specifically about what that journey was and why I made those changes. Spoiler alert, time. And which I think was very interesting because again, I was watching Lustrous Plans. Right before I started this live, I was watching one of her videos, her most recent video actually, she just posted, and she was saying something similar just with time and just the realization of how much time it takes, particularly when you are like us, and she and I are similar in the fact that I like putting a lot of deco on the page. I like adding in a lot of stuff to my planner. It's just that part of it makes it fun for me. I feel like I need something a little bit thicker than this because I don't like that that's like going past the line. The whole point of bringing in the line is to make it look neat, and that's not doing what I needed to do. Hold on. Or maybe it's just that the one that I picked was a little too thin. Maybe if I pick one of these thicker ones, it'll give me the coverage I'm looking for. Oh, okay. So yeah, the issue is this one I drew a little bit too short, and this one I drew a little too long, and that's my fault. Let's see. And do what I always do in these types of situations: stick a flower on top of it and call it a day. That fixes everything. Um, but it's very interesting because I enjoy the process of planning. It's never something where like I've never been upset at the fact that it does take me a while to do my spreads, even when I was doing my weekly spreads, because that part of the decorating, that was where I was having the most fun. Where I was doing my bottom washi deco and date cover deco, and my sidebar. Oh goodness! But then I started decorating in the day to day areas too. I thought I was really gonna like this, and I'm not liking this at all. Okay, sorry, that's gotta go. I have a different washi that I think I'm gonna like more. I love these like ink stroke washies. They're super cool. They just like give that very. It's not super structured, but it just has a little bit more of like a free flowing line, and it comes in at different widths and all of that type of stuff. And I thought that I was going to enjoy that, and I'm not enjoying that at all. It's driving me nuts. And I really want something a little bit more structured. And I think I'm going to be happier having this give me just a nice straight line, because I'm going to bring in that wavy leaf border going around the outside of it. So I don't need something wavy in the center too. There's just too much wave. Okay, let's try that again. Get back on topic here. What was I talking about? Um, I had gotten to the point where I was doing a lot of decorating on my day-to-day part of using my memory planner, trying to bring in the fun I was having with the other parts of decorating my planner, with the bottom washi and the date cover deco. That was, I was noticing like that was where I was having fun. So then it's like, okay, well then add that into like the day-to-day stuff and then make that fun too. But then what that does is it means it takes forever to complete a spread because you're decorating everything. And that's when it gets really hard to keep up with all of that, because let's get rid of this eraser line, pencil mark, that's the word. That's when it gets really hard to keep up with everything, because you're putting so much stickers on the page. Then you combine that with the fact that like I was on a bunch of different PR teams, and when you're on a lot of PR teams and you're trying to include as many of the PR teams as you can in your spreads, because you're trying to like be a good PR person and like just actually share properly, you're using so many stickers on the page and you're doing a lot of layering, and it's wonderful because you're gonna come up with some gorgeous spreads. I mean, I have made some spreads that I have just been absolutely in love with, but it takes so long to do one spread that then like when you get done and you're tired and you just want to break. But it's like, that's not how this works with planning. Once you finish a spread, it's time to get started on the next week. And that was the thing that I was just like, oh no, this is not working. This is not sustainable. Thankfully, I know I have another sheet of those leaves, because I did not have a full sheet when I first started working on this. And I need more so that I can finish this. Those are a little bit different. I feel like the scale is just a teensy bit smaller. This is, because these ones are from Sadie Stickers. These ones are from the Pretty Pink Co. I feel like the ones from the Pretty Pink Co are just a little bit, that leaf feels a little smaller. Maybe not. But either way, just to make sure both my sides match, I'll use these two on the sides and not mix that. And I'll leave that last one there. Oh, I love this leaf washi. It's so stinking cute. I love the blowing leaves. So I was watching her video, totally feeling and understanding what she was talking about, because it is really difficult to keep that pace up and keep up with trying to create those spreads when you are someone who likes to put a lot of deco into your spreads. And now I don't have to sacrifice that with being in my bullet journal. I can put all the deco I want and take all the time I want, because I'm only doing it once a month. Once I'm done, it's like it's gonna take me probably 4 days working on 2 pages at a time, because I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing, especially right now, because I'm wanting to film this October setup for live. So I think what I probably will end up doing is doing like 2 pages at a time, like I'm doing right now for each of the lives. And but that's gonna take me just a couple of days, and then the whole month is done. And then all I have to do is just like use it, and that is so much easier than every single week having to sit down and create a new spread. Or I guess I could also say it as like every single week getting to sit down and create a new spread. Because if you have the time, it is absolutely the funnest thing in the world to do. There is nothing more enjoyable than just getting a chance to sit down and play with some stickers. I do have flowers that don't have pumpkins. These ones. Huh. I don't have bunches that don't have pumpkins, but I do have flowers. That is interesting. Okay. Okay. Lots of thoughts running through my head. Gotta figure that out. All right, but let's... So cute. All right, we are now ready. We can write down all the important dates for the month. And this is a good page to mark off like holidays, birthdays, anything like appointments, anything like you can always add the detail on your weekly pages, but love having just like the quick overview at the beginning of the month to start off with covering the important dates for that month. So now the question, do I want to center the word this and then month under the bottom of here? That could be cute. That could be really cute. What deco do I want to bring in for this? So let's figure out. Oh, look at this one. Okay. Because I'm in love. The boots, the sweater stack, the umbrella. I mean, winner. Alrighty. Let's see. I like that a lot. Bring that here. Just gonna place this down. Don't want to press it down because we've got some layering we're going to do under it for sure. I feel like these are going down actually really well. I've been pressing it with my bone folder, but I honestly haven't been feeling like it's been giving me a lot of air bubbles, which is very nice. Yeah, let's grab a longer one and take that across the other page. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. This one's longer. Let's see if we do that. Let's shift that angle a bit so that comes up. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. That was very brave, because because having this tripod in front of me and like trying to do that from that angle, I am so surprised that that cut came out even remotely straight. And again, I'm trying to get like close enough to the spine, but not so close that it like, actually I could shift that over just a wee bit. because I don't want it to bend up when I'm opening and closing the page. So I want it close to the spine, but not so close that it gets bent, but not so far that it leaves a gap. I can't believe I got that cut straight. That may be the thing I end up being proudest of in this whole setup. Because if you don't film for YouTube, like, or if you do, you understand the trying to stay in frame and trying to angle things. Sometimes your planner's not where it would normally be placed if you weren't trying to film, and you can bring things closer to you and check out your angles and make sure everything's right. But when you're filming, and the way I'm filming right now, this thing is not placed in a way where that was quite difficult. I feel accomplished. Oh, look how cute that is. Change the angle just a bit. Yep. Where is it? This little swirly leaf. Coiled swirly leaf, and okay. You ever not notice things about yourself until you're recording them? For anyone who does make YouTube videos, because I don't know if you guys heard it. Maybe it wasn't as loud as I thought it was, because I noticed it like right after I did it. So it literally just went like, oh my God. You know, people can hear you being that weird, right? Oh, this is like one of those things that, like, it would be fine if it was just me. I was like, oh, don't show people like exactly how weird you are. My goodness. All right, well, it's out there now. Okay. Just gonna pretend I did not do that live on the internet. Now, do I have enough stickers on this one? So I need to get some more of these sticker sheets from Paper Trail Plans. I have a lot of them on premium matte paper. I only have one on transparent matte paper. So I am about to hope, actually, no, nope, that won't work. I was supposed to say, I hope I can spell out what I need to spell out, but no, because I have the word this and the word month both have an NTH, both have an H in it. And I only have one H on here. So we're going to have to go with the premium matte paper. Just not going to bother me too much. This October is on transparent matte paper. So I would have preferred, especially since they're like right across from each other, I would have preferred it. But that is not going to be, that's not a deal breaker for me. So let's start with this one, and this one, because these have the most missing letters. So I tried, wow. All right, I need to order some more of these letters, period. I have like no T's on any of these. Not surprised. It's a very popular letter. But let's use, sorry, yeah, once I do that, then I try to use as many from one sticker sheet as possible, so that way I'm kind of running out of the sticker sheet as evenly as I can. In theory. So I'm going to start the word here, overlapping on top of the little sweater stack. And you see this little flower? I almost had the T there, but I didn't want the T to cover that little flower, so I wanted to just like right to the side of it. Bring in the H to the other side of that little flower, and I'm lining up the bottom with this dotted line here. Try to keep this straight. And I always place things down before I press them down because I have a tendency to move things around a lot and then add things after the fact. I love that. Oh, that's coming out so cute. Okay. It's not perfectly centered, and I'm okay with that because this is going off a little bit to the side this way. When I write the word month, I kind of want month to come like a little bit more over this way to this edge. So let's get a feel for what the word month will look like down here, and then I can figure out what kind of deco I want to layer behind it. So, and what I'm hoping as I'm kind of explaining my thought process is that hopefully, you know what, this is always pull out my stickers on these 4 fingers and leave my thumb free to like press things down. And because I'm doing that, and because I need it to come this way over, I need to spell the word backwards. So I'm putting that M back down because I need to start with my H, N, T, H. Makes my first one and my second one, and I need my T. And then we'll come back and add in the M once I figure out the placement for these 3. Yeah, I really want this to the edge, don't I? Am I still in frame? Yes, I am. Okay. I'm going to place these down very gently because, again, these I know for sure I'm going to lift up. I just want to get an idea of placement. And then I can come back. Yeah, see that's I like that. That visual diagonal from top to the bottom with these 2 words. Okay. I'm liking that a lot. Now, what do I want to decorate this with? Oh, let me catch up on the comments here. Letters to Follow said, "Girl, Cats are so vocal. Mine is the same way." Yeah. They are some bossy little tiny overlords. It is amazing. I have adopted tiny little overlords. Letter So Follow said, "I feel like it's become so overly decorated that it's discouraging me so much that it's moved me away from pretty planning and into journaling because it's so simple." I think there is such a good point, and I think a lot of people felt that way. And I feel like this because it made me feel guilty a little bit, and then I had to kind of like reconcile within myself that like, well, I'm not doing that to people on purpose. And I'm not trying to complicate this for people because I know I am one of the contributing factors to that. When I look at like what was happening with the trends and the layering trends in the planner community, I was layering so much of stuff. I mean, look at what's happened here. I layer a lot. That is my natural style. That's what I do. But one of the things that I try to do, and maybe I need to do a better job of it, because one of the things I always try to do, especially on Instagram, I feel like it's the easiest because you have that share button, goes right to your stories. So convenient. I love sharing people in my stories whose style is completely different from mine. There's a lot of people I share whose style is very similar to mine. And they just make stuff that just inspires me and I think is gorgeous. Like that's a combination of what goes into my stories. It's like anything that I find inspiring, gorgeous, and beautiful. And I find that in people who have styles that are similar to mine and people who have the styles that are very different from mine. But I definitely knew how important it was to share people who weren't doing all of the like layering stuff that I was doing because I wanted to make sure to put out there, you don't have to do all of this to have a stunning, gorgeous spread. but I'm not going to pretend like that didn't become a thing in the planner community. And it had a really strong impact on a lot of people. And it left a lot of people feeling exactly the way that Jess was just describing, that things got so layered and so decorative. And there was so much going on the page that a lot of people just felt like, this isn't me. I can't keep up with this. I can't do this. And then they just like, were just like, I'm just backing out altogether. Because it just wasn't their thing. And that really sucks. I don't want people to feel like that. Because no matter what your style is, it needs to be, put in your planner. It needs to be shared on social media. Other people need to see that there's so many different ways to be creative in your planner. It doesn't have to be this. Is it? I think it's just because this is on the curve. I'm telling you, after this live, I'm going to come in with a glue stick and glue this thing down because I don't want this lifting up just because my journal's getting chunky, y'all. I love a chunky notebook. That makes me happy. I love it. I love it. But I need that sticker to lay down. I'm not going to fight with you. I will hot glue you to the page. Don't play with me. Okay. Now that I'm done yelling at a sticker, I really feel like that was definitely a thing that happened in the planner community that I felt was definitely unfortunate. And then I was just like, well, I mean, I'm not the person to speak on this because I'm the one over here layering a bunch of stickers, so I can't help. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Yeah, it's one of those moments where you just have to acknowledge this. I really want to use this. I feel like that one had a little bit more vivid orange. Wish those ones were a little bit more vivid. I keep going. I'm so on the fence about how I feel about this. Keep going back and forth as to liking and loving it, and then like not getting it at all. That is, yeah. But thank you for sharing that comment, Jess. I'm so glad you did because I know there were a lot of people who felt that way, and I think journaling is definitely an option in shifting away from having that feeling. But I also think that also going back to just having a more simple planner spread is still an option, and people are still going to be inspired and still love what you're creating. And I definitely hope, and I think we will start seeing more and more of that because I feel like trends are always changing and shifting within the planner community, and so there are going to be people who are creating spreads that don't have a bunch of layering and stuff and have more. I'm sure there probably already are. It's already happening. So I don't want to pretend like it's not. I'm not that person. So we're waiting on me. It ain't gonna be me. We've seen what Tay does with stickers. She goes full on layering crazy. But we can count on someone else to bring in the normal. Well, if that's never gonna be Tay. Oh, cute. Okay, lift the M. I like the little teapot. Want the little teapot over. Don't want to lose the little donut. Oh, that works. Okay, you sit right there. Actually, that creates a really weird shape. Less weird under it. This little bagel thing is really throwing me off. I'm liking my teapot. That little bagel thing I'm liking less. Okay, the little bagel thing's about to go. Bye, buddy. Because we can't see you anyways. I'm about to tuck this corner under the sticker. It's throwing off my little teapot. And I'm very likely going to add a pumpkin there. So That'll be better anyways. Come back over. That's a little too far. I don't want to lose the shape of my teapot. Good Lord. Okay. The teapot saga. Let's see. Hey, Coco. Coco said, so glad to see you back in action. Girl, I did not see this coming. I am shocked to see me back on YouTube. Because I honestly, I thought I quit. I thought I very, very specifically quit. And yet here I am. And it feels really good to be back. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Well, I know it'll at least last until I'm done with this series. We'll see how long I'm able to keep this up. But then again, this may end up being, you know, the same situation that I'm in with my with the journal, that since I'm only, again, going to do this once a month, it may not be that hard to keep up with YouTube as it was before, or is trying to do keep up with like posting weekly spreads, which in my experience, you have to be in a pandemic to be able to keep up with posting that much. Because once that pandemic was over, I was like, whew, cannot keep up with the YouTube. Didn't even have to end up moving those stickers as much as I thought I was gonna have to. That's actually worked out really well. I've been able to work around them, which I'm liking, because then I don't lose my placement and I know where I want this to be, which I'm really enjoying. I can just decorate around it. Needs something going that way. I have. I love those little crosshatchy stickers. Absolute cutest. And then, I think I'm gonna run into the same situation I was in before. So I was just realizing, oh, do I have like a corner floral sticker? And then I realized I think I do, but I think it'll be the same situation where it would be upside down. Yeah, where my pumpkins would be upside down if I tried to put them in the corner. It'd be sideways there and fully upside down there. That's okay, because I also have this. Look at this corner piece. Thank you for the torn paper. Let's put some color in this corner. That'll be cute. Okay, we're gonna have to turn this like fully upside down so that I can see and line up this edge with this edge. Am I in frame? I am. Okay. Nope. Nope. Can you line up this sticker straight? These are always the hardest things for me to do, to just get right in that corner and then make it straight on both sides. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. It's a little bit off here, but that may be the best I can hope for. That is, whew. Those can be so tricky for me. I like that it brings in a little bit more of that. Oh, God, no. I was like, no, I like that it brings in a little bit of that orange. No, I don't. That looks crazy to me. What is happening here? Okay. That is an absolute no. I feel like orange is going to end up being a very, very or no, maybe it's just these two pages. Maybe on the next page, if I bring in a little bit more of the orange, it won't seem so odd. But on this page, it's like that raspberry tone that's coming through, and then the browns, because I put in the that wood grain bottom washi, because oh, it's too bad this one's not going the other direction. I like that shape. Okay, let me try this with the pink, because that orange was, whew, that was fighting everything else on the page. My God. Okay, not great again, but not perfect, but not bad. Not bad. Do I like that? I like the color better. That's for sure. I'm gonna put something on top of it. So let's figure out what that will be. Um, Ready? This is coming together. All right, let's pull in, because I wanted this to have that vintage deco, and I haven't really pulled in much of this. So let's grab my vintage deco and see what's what. Here's a sticker that's just like incredibly deeply cut and then you can't lift it. Hold on. Oh, come on, man. Yay, got it. All right. Now. Oh, I love that a lot. Okay. What off the page? No, I need that on. I need that edge coming around there. Gonna need some florals, and then what do I want to be my little deco thing right there? Do I want it to be this little jar, or maybe that little pumpkin? Ooh, okay. I want it to be either this or this. One of these two is going to work for me. Oh God, I love them both. Life's full of hard choices, but this ain't one of them. No, I think it's too much with both. Darn it. Okay, we'll figure this out. I want that here. Can I separate these? Let go. I think it's too much with both. Yeah. I think it works. Oh, I like that. Okay. And I need a flower that kind of has a long trail to it. Yeah. Oh, come up. I need a little foil coming in both directions. I like that. Something's missing here. But what? What's indeed? Yup. Oh, cluster deco is the best. And this is why I will never be The person who's like, simple. I fail immediately. I wouldn't even try. I already know. I can't. I like it. It's something. And no, I need a line there, some sort. Just put the little dots there. Hold on a second, bud. Kind of like that. Is it too much? Hey, don't run away from me. I kind of do like that. Okay. Sorry, let's make sure I'm in frame still. All right. Coming close to that being good. See, I do like that, and maybe that was what I was wanting here. Maybe those leaves might be what I feel is missing there. I don't know. But let's take a look and see what it looks like if it is there. Whoa. I definitely do not hate that. And I was surprised. I thought it might be too much with it already being framed around the little table thing. But I don't hate that at all. I like it. Okay. Add in some sparkles on the other side. Give us a little bit of balance here. This is starting to come together. We're almost done. I honestly feel like I basically am done with this. I've got like a full framework. I feel like this could use a little bit of floral detail somewhere in here. Something happening here. But, ooh, yeah, we've gone well over an hour. I think this may be where I call it quits for the live. And if I do end up adding any little deco details when I come back for the next live and we're working on the next 2 pages, I will, of course, share where I ended up here, anything I might have added, and go over what I did. But I am really liking how this came together. Let's catch up on the last couple of questions. Letter So Fall said, "We love weirdness. Thank God." Oh, because I've got it in spades. I am going to take some super glue and just nail this down to the page, because that I don't want that to lift, and it's only lifting because it's on that curve where it's getting really thick. But that's the place where I need it to be, so it's gonna stay there, and we're gonna make it stay. So I'm gonna take some glue and just glue that thing down after I'm done, because I don't want that to move. But that is the start to my October setup, and thank you all so much for joining me for this live. I appreciate it so much. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below so that I can make sure I can cover it in my next live. If there's anything about bullet journaling or how I've come up with this setup, or anything else that you want to know, go ahead and leave that in the comments. That way, again, when I get started on the next one, which hopefully I think I should have time tomorrow, if not Monday evening, I'll be back to continue working on the next 2 pages, which my next 2 pages in my setup will be my movies and playlist page. So that's what's coming up next. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.